Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chrono Trigger Jets of Time Randomizer. We are here tonight with a submission for the FFR marathon that's going on here coming up in June. I am joined in the booth with TautPack. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that.
You're good.
How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
So yeah, we're going to be watching Sigil go up against BeautyInDiscovery tonight. Yeah, let's see. What's your experience with the Jets of Time Randomizer?
I actually just started playing it within the last 6 months, and it's the first randomizer I really dug into. But Sigil actually was up against Series in the last Gato Cup tournament, and that's what inspired me to start playing it.
Oh yeah, that guy manages to drag me around to a bunch of different randomizers. He's got a very, very broad skill set. BeautyInDiscovery, I know, has a lot to do with the Jets of Time randomizer. I've definitely seen him floating around here a lot, but it looks like we're going to have to talk about the flags in the middle of the gameplay because we are off and running with a Frog and Marley start. Marley, Meryl?
Everybody calls her something different, it feels like.
It seems like it's a straight up 50-50 across like the entire human population.
I was a Marl kid, so...
Yeah, me too. Okay, taking a quick gander at the flags here. It looks like full random text. Shops are going to be normal. That'll be interesting. That's usually a good way for runners to go and grab kind of like some emergency offense if they don't have any good techs lined up. You know, you can just run to the Millennial Fair and pick up a nice weapon for somebody that doesn't have anything better to do. But not quite going to have that in this one. Nice first
shop. It's got most of the consumables they're looking for.
So, all right, we got both of our runners running around and grabbing tabs and taking a couple peeks at key items here at the start. There's a handful of... Ooh, Prism Shard. That's actually not too bad with a Marl start. There's a handful of little tabs floating around that you can grab right at the beginning. And since the way that Chrono Trigger's damage algorithms work, small bumps to your stats add up quite a bit over time. So getting those 4 or 5 power tabs, there's a couple of speed tabs, and I think 1 magic tab that you can grab before you really get started can be a pretty big deal to collecting some early power. We're going to see what...
Hero Medal.
Okay. Oh, right.
That's great with a frog. So
yeah.
They'll be able to equip it, and then they'll get another check in his burrow.
Very interesting starting key items there. The Prism Shard for Marl and the Hero Medal for Frog is... not necessarily something that's you're really going to be able to make use of right away. Like, the Hero Medal's good on Frog whenever, but you really want to try to pair it with a Masamune, Grand Leon, whatever you happen to find. And the Prism Shard is, that's a big... It's a kind of a big check, but it is nifty to know that that's there right out of the gate. It looks like BeautyInDiscovery actually did pick it up. Whereas Sigil opted to not worry about it right now.
Yeah, I've noticed there's kind of a split in a lot of runners, whether they will save enough money to just auto-buy whatever's in the snail stop, or if they'll just check it and decide to come back later.
Mm-hmm.
Both runners going for the burrow.
That does make sense, because you can trade in the Hero Medal right away.
And you'll get to see, which character's locked behind the Mosmoon.
Plus 2 Lapises on the way, dang. And we got Magus down here. I'm not sure... I guess that would be nice to have if our runners come across the Masamune, but
typical Thomas pop behind the hero medal.
Right. We'll worry about that later.
Checks behind checks. I saw the magic tabs rolled +3. Those can roll 2 or 3 in this flag set, but I didn't see the power tabs, which can roll anywhere between 2 and 4. But we'll see right now.
+4.
+4. So
Ooh.
lots of juiced up tabs for our runners. So we should see hopefully some big numbers by the end of the run.
I think my personal favorite is definitely when you manage to get some +2 speed tabs. There's not a whole lot of them floating around in the game, but a +2 speed when I believe the maximum is 16, I think is when you get the double star.
Mm-hmm.
So a full.
I think in this flag set they can only roll 1.
Oh, can they?
Yeah.
Let's take a looky-loo. Yep, only 1.
We got Ice 2. That's a great first tech for Marl.
Absolutely.
Not only is a screen clear, but it also allows them an easy farm at Desert.
Possibly her most valuable tech.
Yeah, that and Haste, by far.
Combos well with a bunch of stuff. With Frog, too, I guess more along the lines of multi-target, not so much the big single-target hits, but...
And Haste, wow. This Marl is just ready to go. I
would
not be surprised if she stays in the party the whole run at that point.
Definitely.
Yeah, some good pairings would be Chrono for Ice Sword 2, or Luca with Flare would give you access to Antipode 3, which is one of my favorite double techs.
Antipode 3 is extremely strong. Ayla can make some okay work here, too. Probably would be better to pair with both Frog and Marl at that point. You get the access to Drop Kick, which is a pretty good damage dealer, but Ayla just kind of pairs up pretty well with everybody.
She is probably, I don't know, in my opinion, probably the best character to get.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, to get early, definitely. Yeah, if you start with Ayla, that's...
And then you can just build a team around her, yeah.
Yep, yeah.
And we're about to see who our third is.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, this is an endgame team. You can... I'd be happy with this for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so we might see our runners skip the character in the back of the cathedral. But the question is, will they go do Bromide, which is about halfway through.
Oh, yeah. Man, it still might be worth it to go and grab all the Gagus along the way, too.
Luca and Marl are pretty slow, so they need every speed tab you can get, which there's one behind the Bromide. It's like
Frog
both runners opting to do that.
Frog isn't the fastest fella in the world either.
Yeah.
Which I could see maybe them replacing Frog if, you don't find a decent enough weapon for him to use. Since he's probably going to be the sole inheritor of any power tabs in this particular party. Demon Edge isn't bad.
Edge is good. Yeah.
I want the Grand Leon, honestly. I'm a huge crybaby about not getting a final weapon. Like if I have Chrono with the Shiva Edge, I'm cranky at the end of the game, which I shouldn't be.
Rainbow,
but I'm just like, it's not a rainbow. I wanted a rainbow. Popping a bunch of levels. Haven't gotten a good look at Luca's tech list just yet.
Yeah, or what Frog has coming up either. For Marl, it pretty much doesn't matter. You have almost everything you want already.
Yeah, you got the two. You got Ice 2 and Haste. You like, okay. Welcome to the party forever, Marl.
Sigil's gonna check bridge.
Did he go to the Night Captain already?
I am not sure. I sure hope he did.
Yeah, me too. Meanwhile, Beauty and Discovery heading straight for the desert. I like this. This is a very satisfying grind to do here.
Yeah, you just get so much out of the desert. The TP's not as good as Hecarim Cave, but the XP is great. I did not see what the check was at Bridge.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, okay.
Yep, don't need that egg right now, so we can...
Yeah, and I think it's only about 40 seconds to do the check, so...
Yep.
Not a big loss in time there. And
yeah, so thankfully you don't have to do...
We can see Sigil going up to the King to set up Prism Shard for later.
Yeah, smart play. Like getting all this stuff kind of set up ahead of time so that you can wait and see what sort of other key items that you get. Because I guess we should probably talk a bit. The way that Go mode works in this particular randomizer is there are 3 lanes that you can take to the end of the game. There is the Tyranno lair, which is gotten through the Gate Key and the Ruby Knife and the Dreamstone, I believe is that batch. And that has you go through the Tyranno lair, into Zeal, into the Ocean Palace. And then there is Magus's Castle, which we've seen... I guess the hero medal isn't actually a part of that, but that is kind of nice because you do have to have Frog for that one. But getting both parts of the Masamune lets you go through Magus's Castle. And then I think the Ocean Palace again for that one.
Yep.
Yes, okay, good. I got that right. And then the last avenue is going through the Black Omen, which the Chrono Trigger that we saw earlier is one of the pieces to that puzzle, along with the clone and the pendant to get access to the future. So right now, one piece of every single bit of Go mode is floating around out there, but we haven't quite had a double up yet. So
I don't think we've seen anything for the Tyranno lair Go mode yet, right? Gate Key,
oh no, yes, nice. You're right.
Yeah, I think we're still missing one from there. Both runners in the desert now, though. So
yeah, maybe that's down here. They're gonna find the Dreamstone here in the desert.
Well, they probably won't do this boss because they don't have Robo. The turn-in for that is locked behind him. So they're down here purely for the loot and the experience.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I can tell, both runners are opting to take most of these fights. I know there's a few that will kind of pick and choose and skip through a lot of them just to snag the treasures, but I think unlocking it this early with the Ice 2 is good way to just farm up real quick.
Yeah, I'm not a pretty terribly sizable expert on this randomizer, but it does feel pretty strongly that if you have access to Ice 2 or Water 2, like, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice by not coming here.
Yeah, this is anytime I see an early Ice 2, Water 2, I'm right here. You can also clear it with like a Flare or a Dark Matter if you happen to get that early. See an Amulet, which is nice.
Yep, Power Tab. There's a Green Dream down here too, which is at least nifty to have, not necessarily a critical component like the Amulet is, but I believe a lot of those, I don't know if it's all of the chests down here, but I know at least the ones in the, have access to heal. Welcome to the party, Frog.
Wow, that's great.
I know at least these ones down here in the boss room are high tier gear. So if you're coming down here at all, it's usually worth at least grabbing these, all the ones except for the one in the top right corner, which I think you can get without activating the boss, but I have never done it.
You can, yeah. If you hug the wall the whole way, which is challenging with the sands pushing you around. But yeah, it's absolutely doable.
All right.
See Beauty going to do the bridge check.
Taking a looky-loo, and it appears that Sigil might be headed to Hecarim.
That would be pretty logical if he's looking for TP, and it's a quick check, so it's rare that you don't see people. Oh, it looks like he's going to set up Giant's Claw with the Thomas Pop.
That's interesting. I wonder if he'll take this one right now, because it's Giant's Claw is an endgame zone, but as far as endgame zones go, it's not quite as tough as some of the other ones. Like, depending on what boss you run into, it can be nasty. There's not a whole lot of single target damage right now. So if it's like Mother Brain would be an issue, I think, for Sigil right now. But nope, just setting it up.
Just setting it up, yeah. I was very cold on Giant's Claw when I first started playing, but I've warmed up to it. There's only one non-skippable encounter in there, and it's short, and there's a whole lot of power tabs in there, which is nice if you're running a more physical team. But for these teams, you might not care as much, at least as we're constructed now.
Yeah, it looks like Beauty is taking the full Zenon Bridge here. I don't hate this. This is a quick one. It's a pretty easy boss. I don't think there's anything actually to it, but I almost always get good drops from these guys too. These little skeletons and Ozzy.
Yeah, I'm in the program for the next Gato Cup, and I was talking with my mentor about it the other day, and these encounters do have boss drops, and you see it right there, a Mega Elixir off of the first run. So we'll see 2 of those, and I bet Beauty is stoked to see that.
Absolutely
makes the end game encounters very safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything that is multi-target healing you want to covet that as much as possible. Those Lapises from early on, very handy.
You can see Beauty opting to do the 3 attacks to Ozzy strat to clear this encounter instead of an AoE. You can end these fights one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Saves a little bit of MP.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Sigil just racking up the tech points. Drop an Ice 2 on every encounter that he runs into.
Yeah. And of the level 2 magic spells, I believe Ice 2 has the fastest animation too, which is great. We see a mutant. I think it's Terra. Yep. Terra mutant on the bridge, which we've got Ice 2. I don't know what Luca has yet. Not see it. Frog is going to be pretty much support on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Got Napalm. That's great.
Napalm's good.
Yeah. So should make decent work of the Terra mutant.
I'm not sure why, and I know this isn't something for everybody that plays this game, but I always have to fire off one attack before I remember which mutant is which.
I finally started remembering because it's Mega, Giga, and Terra, and really the only difference for me is the Mega can actually take physical damage, and you have to kill both halves. But we see Beauty take that down, no sweat.
Haste Helm too. That's a pretty good drop.
Yeah, especially on Luca, who does get a lot of penalty for her double and triple techs.
Yeah, might not be part of Go mode ultimately for BeautyInDiscovery, getting Chrono Trigger, but man, there's got some pretty good stuff off of those fights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I hate that. You got to talk to the drawer first.
Yep. If you do it fast enough, you can talk to the guy and slam the drawer. And
okay.
It'll work. But I haven't nailed that down yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got Rust Tyranno and Hecarim Cave, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. Might be a little slow.
Yeah, not too bad. Oh, Antipode 2.
He's got Antipode 2 online. Oh, that'll be great. 3,700 HP it looked like Rust Tyranno has here, which is pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
But looks like that'll be about 3 rounds for Sigil.
provided Frog can connect at least once.
Oh, man. Watching him bonk his head when you miss on a leap slash is soul crushing.
I don't think that's in the running for the stupidest that I ever feel playing a video game. It's like that, and then casting, Zoom in a Dragon Quest game when you're inside. It's just like, oh, fuck. Okay, you're right. I'm in a cave. Fine. I'll concede this point. I'm not happy about it.
Alright, Sigil taken down Restreamer. Another power tab.
Oh.
Blink toss on Luca.
So yeah, we get to see here in a moment what the reward is. Beyond just, I think, learning 2 or 3 techs on every single character. See what Taban has. The pendant.
Pendant. Wow. So that Beauty's going to be excited to see that since they've already picked up the Chrono Trigger. That means Sigil will probably want to go do bridge at some point.
Very likely. I would not be surprised if that is where he is headed next. All right, he pet the cat. We got to keep our eye on this guy, though.
Run is validated.
Yep.
Probably looking for a weapon. Oh, pick up some revives. Gotcha. Opts to not take the Pearl Edge. It's not a huge upgrade over that Demon's Edge that he got earlier.
Yeah, Flashblade, I believe. Oh, yeah, we'll see if Sigil's just heading straight for the... Oh, interesting. Gonna try the Prism Shard. Ooh, Beauty doing a real good job skipping that bad encounter. Yeah, not going... Making his way through this cave substantially faster as well, like not worrying too much about grabbing all of the tech points along the way.
Oh, a Rune Blade for Frog. That's nice.
Woo!
Almost got caught by that snake. That was so close.
I hate those guys.
That's never happened to me before.
Oh, never. Not once.
Bent hilt on the Prism Shard, so looks like he's going to pass, but keep the loot. The loot in this tunnel is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Changing his mind.
Second guessing.
Interesting. I mean, that would put him at 2 of 3 on go mode. And an early Magus's Lair, even though Magus's Lair is the slower of the 3 go modes, is still an early go mode, so I can understand the choice there.
Mm-hmm. And it does make sense in this case too, since he does have Frog. He's probably planning on keeping this party at this point. Has the hero medal if you can get access to the other bit of the Masamune. Getting into Magus's castle at like minute 30 or so, that usually feels pretty good. It, like you said, it's the longer of the 3 go modes, but getting in there early enough to, really kind of chew on some encounters along the way makes it feel a lot better. Oh, King's guilty. Stole a bent hilt.
That was the real treasure.
I really love this animation. Bam! All right, have to fight a boss here. Kind of tough. I think Sigil's probably got what he needs to get through most everything.
I'd be super happy to see Nizbel there.
Is Nizbel 1? Okay, Nizbel 1's fine.
Either one, you'll be able to just antipode your way right through it, which is great.
Beauty and Discovery also taking a snooze. Is there a handshake agreement that I'm not aware of, or is this some new meta that I missed?
I think just, if you're validating your run with the cat, I think you just take the free heal while you're there.
Got it.
I'm sure it's probably quicker to, just use an extra shelter, but... it is one of the faster animations for free heals. If you go to like an inn or something like that, your characters spend a lot of time sleeping while they're scripted. So.
Yeah, making their way out of the bed. And...
Yeah, the only other one that I usually take, or there's two. There's the one in Medina Village that you can take one time, and then the water in 65 million BC is super fast too.
Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide spoiled me. There's all these buckets and ponds and stuff everywhere. You just run up and tap it. Yeah, I didn't... Uh-oh. Wrong side for the Nagaet, but not worrying about that. And Beauty is also opting to grab this bent hilt.
Yeah.
So that is pretty interesting. Both of our runners opting for options after the fact rather than having to go back and deal with any of the walking parts of these checks ahead of time.
Yeah, I think you'll see if they both opt to go to the future right away. I wouldn't be surprised to see them both head straight to the Sun Palace and take that quick check there. That's a super fast one, just a boss fight. But Sigil didn't have any issues with Nizbel and is going straight into the jail scene.
Did pick up the Chrono Trigger as well, I think.
I know Beauty did. I don't believe Sigil has it yet.
Let me see if I can't look at some. Oh, I'll be able to look at Sigil's stream in a moment after a Gato ad. Yeah, no, he's going straight to jail. I guess this is another pretty good fast heal if you want to go drink some soda.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is a fast one, but it is only for the one character.
Can't you see I love soda pop?
Good old 90s when we were afraid to talk about alcohol.
Okay, so
Beauty working on Nizbel right now. I see a whole lot of Antipode 2 for a while until we get flare from Luca.
All right, looks like no Chrono Trigger on Sigil's side. But yes on Beauty's side. So okay, yeah, we were right. Question from the chat: auto or homeowners insurance? I don't know. There was a man throwing quarters into a wishing well, and then I stopped looking at it. We respect Frog in this house. We're not too concerned about all of those other various reptiles and amphibians that coming out here trying to sell something. Frog's here for the love of the game. See, watch. Look at him kill this guy for the love of the game.
Love of the game. Interesting to see Sigil come over here, and it looks like we might be seeing him. Oh, the trolling. He's trolling us.
Uh-oh. All right, cut his feed.
Well played, Sigil. Well played.
He's having a larf. We warned him early on. This is going to be it's going to be a black mark on his record.
We'll call his parents after this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. You tell your mom what you did.
All right, Beauty starting up the prison sequence, and Sigil about to head into what would normally be the dragon tank fight in vanilla.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see here. Not a tough one. Pretty low HP pool, all things considered. But we will see what he is going to be dealing with here shortly. And BeautyInDiscovery, very close behind.
Mm-hmm. And having the chrono trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Does put them at a little bit of an advantage. Oh, this will be a little bit of a struggle. So the Lavos spawn, you can't hit the shell, and Antipode 2 is an AoE, so we're going to see some different strats out of Sigil on how to take this down. It's an Elder spawn.
Oh, yeah. Oof. This is the nasty one, too. All right. We get to have a decent look at whatever... Oh, nope. Just going to go for it.
Well, and that is a strat, too, because you do have heal on Frog, so you can just heal through the counterattacks, and that might just be the best option with what they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to take... I think I saw it was 2,000 something. Oh, uh-oh.
It's quite the counterattack, unfortunately.
Yeah, Elder Spawn can be a little bit more brutal. But as said before, we've got heal.
Yeah, catching back up on healing with Frog still alive is definitely one of the easier ways to do it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's see if they even have to do a third one. I missed how much HP it had exactly, but I want to say it was 26,000 something.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
See a Vedic Blade and a Blackmail. Blackmail's nice to see.
Yeah.
Vedic Blade, a Chrono weapon, which we have not seen him yet. Oh, we see Beauty circling.
Oh!
Both runners opting to troll the string.
Okay. Just shut it all down.
Yep, we're done here. Pack it up, folks.
Yeah. And one free Fitz is out on assignment today. So can't be here, so we can't check in to make sure that they haven't just blinked out of existence. But, I hope it's going to be okay, because otherwise, those were those time crimes we were talking about.
Hey, but you know what? He was in there for a reason. He knows what he did.
I don't know what he did.
Me neither, but he does.
He does. He ain't telling.
Something else to note about this flag set is we do have fast pendant charge. If you're familiar with the vanilla game, you have to go through Zeal after you get the pendant to charge it up to be able to open those doors at the end of the game. But in here, as soon as you reach the future, you get a free charge on this flag set. So lots of great loot and tabs behind these doors.
Yeah.
So we'll see some nice power-ups. Hopefully it's not all consumables.
It's a very interesting upgrade for the pendant specifically too. Like, going to the future is good in and of itself because there's a bunch of checks here. A couple of them are pretty quick. Like you mentioned earlier, the Sun Palace is really fast. You just kind of walk in there and deal with something. But the Aerostome isn't too bad either. It takes a little bit of walk-in, but there's some options for items and whatnot along the way. Plus, you can get this character here at Protodome.
Yeah.
Characters locked in this flag set? Let me take a looky-loo. I don't believe... Oh, maybe they are. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Ayla.
Hey,
Okay.
there we go.
Now, I wonder if she is coming in the party here.
Outside of heal, I've not seen much that's compelling out of Frog, so it would not surprise me to see him get swapped out. But maybe we're satisfied with the Antipode 2 spam.
I mean, theoretically, it will be able to turn into Antipode 3 spam later, so a little bit more damage out of it. But
see Mega Bomb next on Luca.
She
got triple kick.
She's got triple kick already. That's
wow.
That's tempting. Yeah.
And especially with the power tabs rolling +4.
Okay, yep.
Kind of. I mean, that's really tempting.
She's coming in. There we go.
It is. All right. We see Beauty wrap up that Elder Spawn. No problem.
Right. Cramming tabs into her gave her a +32 to her offense.
Just a little bit.
Just straight up. Very nice.
Yeah, between that and having haste available on Marl, you've got single target, you've got AoE now, you've got damage-wise, you're feeling pretty comfortable with your options.
Yeah, and Ayla eventually getting, I forget if she had Dino Tail yet or not, but that can be a good way to short-circuit some of the weirder resistances if you wind up going to the Ocean Palace.
Right, yeah, for the elevator fights. We see Sigil taking Airstone. I'm a big fan of Airstone. I love catching rats.
I love catching that rat. It's the... This was one of the more perfect RPGs to play when you were like 12, just because you kind of like... Everything is just clever enough to make you feel like a genius when you come up with something.
So we do see Dino Tail on Isla, so we're pretty much set there. We have every option. I do remember Sigil picked up a gold earring, which he can throw on to up her max HP to make that Dino Tail more effective when it's needed. So stars are aligning a bit for everybody here, which is great.
So we got BeautyInDiscovery checking out their character at the Protodome. We'll see if he comes to the same conclusion.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a divergence in team comp here.
Because I think you were right. I think Frog was helpful for that Elder Spawn fight to keep everybody up and running, but ultimately probably isn't going to do much for the team past like around this point anyway.
Yeah. And if you can, pick up enough lapises and whatnot along the way, then that utility of having heal starts to fall away.
Which I guess we have seen if both of our runners, or I think both of our runners. No. Sigil hasn't done the bridge yet, but BeautyInDiscovery at least has 2 Mega Elixirs hanging out in his pocket for later. The King's Ransom of Lapises in that forest. Get him! I will tell you everything, Squeak.
No one talks about how the rat speaks English. That's not weird at all.
I'd like to think he's got like a James Earl Jones style voice, like very lot of gravitas.
And then Squeak.
Yeah. I'll tell you everything you need to know, Squeak. All right. Sneaking through some bugs. It is fun. I believe, chat mentioned that this check is a little bit slower than it seems like it is, and that is 100% true, especially if you want to, double back to the right to grab that pendant door. But It's a lot of fun. Like it's another one of those good feel done parts of this game where once you figure out how it works, just shoved that first robot out of the way.
Oh, and then got caught by the second one. See Beauty handling Yakra. It's really not very far behind Sigil at all at this point.
And swapped out Luca for Isla coming in.
Interesting.
Yeah. I guess putting... You know what? I can see the vision here. Because Marl and Frog will have access... And I guess Marl and Ayla, too, have access to some AoE attacks. They're not quite on the level of Antipode, but, Glacier is pretty good. Cube Toss is pretty good. But Dropkick is incredible. That's a very powerful single target physical attack that you get with Ayla and Frog. So, all right, interesting. Yeah, Naderade in chat pointing out more physical focus on Beauty's side and then a more magic focus on Sigil's side.
We see a Grand Leon. I bet we will be stoked to see that when it comes through.
Okay. Well, you don't often get a direct proof that like one runner picked the right one over the other, but unfortunately Sigil did not get much out of that Aristome check.
Yeah, it's got to feel pretty bad, especially not picking up the pendant room. You really got not anything out of that check, so. But heading over to Sun Palace now, it looks like.
Yeah. And, already made a power tab investment. Not going to course correct just because of the Grand Leon, which, that Ayla's going to do plenty of work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it won't be... It'll, I think, be more of an more emotional damage than actual real damage to Sigil's time here.
Yeah. We'll see if that psychic damage is super effective.
Right, yeah.
Easy fight in Sun Palace for Sigil. You've already got great AoE.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it will take 2 rounds, though. It's not quite strong enough yet.
Sneaking around some robots. Oh, opting for an ice too, saving a couple MP here.
And probably some time. I think the animation on Antipode
true.
is a bit longer. Green Dream drop.
Not too shabby. Take it back here.
This next check is a Ruby Knife. All right, so we are going to see a whole lot of checks this run, which is great for us, probably not desirable for the runners.
Yeah, that's not exactly what you want to see at minute 42.
See Sigil going back to 600 AD to pick up another couple checks, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, Denadoro is better than... Oh, gonna go to Giant's Claw. Interesting.
Yeah, CJs are asking about that. Sigil had already set it up. I don't believe Beauty has yet. No,
not yet. So yeah, both Denadoro and Giant's Claw pretty easily preferable above Genodome.
Mm-hmm.
Genodome seems like a very much a last ditch effort.
Yeah, and Genodome would be rough with this party as it is because they don't have a ton of speed on Luca, for a big screen wide clear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything in there is pretty fast, so those encounters would be rough without it.
Yeah, those little laser nubbins.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, another good point in the chat. Lots of power tabs in here, which is gonna make Blaze Kick pretty formidable. So, okay, I do have a stupid question. Hopefully there's some folks in the chat that's a little smarter than me. Do techs also gain benefits from which weapon the people have equipped, or is it just the raw stats?
My understanding is most... so the
physical techs, I guess, yeah.
The weapon gives you the stats, and then they're based off the stats, but I believe there's a couple of exceptions. Like, I think Robo Tackle runs off of Robo's level, as opposed to his actual attack stat. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I'm pretty sure there's a weird Robo Tackle.
Ayla and Robo Tackle do not work with weapons. Thank you, phone. I'm glad you're there. That's the smart person I was talking about.
Imagine,
but yeah, I was kind of
Ayla with a sword.
Oh yeah, she would grab the wrong end, and it would be a mess. Try to eat it.
We do see some more divergence too, which is great. Beauty opting for Denadoro as opposed to Giant's Claw. Which makes sense. The power tabs are probably less appealing, and Denadoro does have a speed tab, which will help with the with Marl's speed. The
wound up with a safe helm along the way.
The haste helm only buffing your speed after the first round.
Ah, interesting. I did not know about that little.
The turn that you're on when haste gets applied does not get the haste.
Okay,
you have to take an action.
Oh, okay. So that's in general. It's not a matter of the initiative roll at the beginning. Isn't affected by it.
Yeah, okay. Any application.
Like even casting it would have that effect.
Yeah, plenty of times I've cast haste on somebody that just took their turn, and then I feel really bad about it. So we see another mutant at the back of Giant's Claw.
I believe Terra?
Pretty easy.
Is it Terra? No.
Looks like Mega, since the bottom side took damage.
Found a wallet. Thank goodness. Sell that for
2,000 gold. That's all it's useful for.
This guy. Everyone loves this guy.
Mountains are nice.
Yeah, this is the life. Alright, Antipode 2. Oh, Giga Mutant.
Oh, interesting.
Despite the fact that one already got fought, we managed to get it completely wrong.
Yeah, we had a 50-50 shot and we still lost.
We still good.
It's got a white rock in Denadoro. I have no idea what any of the rocks do or who they belong to. That's probably something I should figure out at some point.
I want to say there's... God, is there 4 or are there 5? A bunch of them involve Magus. There's a couple that are with everybody else. I don't think the ones that involve the non-Magus party are too great. I know there's... Kyozo Dance, I believe, which is Ayla Marl and Robo, which I think is a bunch of status effects. And all of these things they might have gotten. There has been a little bit of fiddling around. Ooh, gate key.
Yeah, a little adjustment.
Again, not... Oh, well, no, I guess that pairs well with the ruby knife.
Yeah, so we're wide open on go modes. We know, Sigil doesn't have the chrono trigger yet, but knows where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So really this next check will be super important. And really, what we see at the top of Denadoro will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Atropos, easy fight to deal with.
Yeah, if there's a Dreamstone here, this will be very interesting.
Oh yeah,
because it looks like Sigil is heading to prehistory right now.
Sigil eating his cake.
Yum yum. It's just sitting there. I'm not going to go to trial for this one.
Yeah, they offered it.
I do like the thought of Chrono or whoever's in the front of the party just walking up and just like, hey, you going to eat that? I know we just popped out of your cabinet, but that cake looks pretty good.
So we see Sigil jumping back in the portal at 65 million BC, which unlocks the end of time, and notably we'll go back to pick up the epic for easy navigation, but it does also unlock being able to fly to 12,000 BC, which I learned the hard way the other day.
Yeah, it is very handy too. Like it's a lot of doubling back. There's a couple of spots that in the game that do that to kind of not necessarily reward you for doubling back. That's not quite the right way of putting it, but encourage it.
Picking up some sealed chests with not great items in them. There's been some discussion in the Discord recently about the loot table for those sealed chests because it is very random. I think there's only like 8 or so items that you can't get in a sealed chest.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so 106 different items, I think, was what that table showed.
That is something that I don't quite have on lock for this game just yet, is a lot of the inner workings of like which chests are super worth your time, and so I play this game on vibes a little bit more than I probably should.
Well, it's interesting you note that there is some high tier chests in Reptite Lair if you happen to get one of the holes to dig a hole on the bottom half. You can jump in that hole and it'll take you to the other side. Kind of see it off to the right. But those chests are fantastic. Yeah,
thankfully you only have to wait for the one Weevil. But is that random? I guess somebody.
It is. It's completely random.
It's not like you have to wait exactly 15 seconds.
No, yeah, you can hop back and forth through the door to try and trigger it again. I've seen some people do that before.
So we missed it a bit, but the top of Denadoro was in fact vanilla. There was the broken blade up there, so Beauty has popped together the Masamune and is going to take their juiced up frog
with
their super weapon off to Magus Castle. Very slower one, like you said, but if Reptite Lair isn't another piece of a go mode that Sigil can, use at least quickly, like if the clone is here, then Sigil can just run and do Zen and Bridge and maybe catch up with Beauty a little bit, but.
Jazer pointed out in chat, there is a new optional flag that just got added recently that gives you a little visual indicator on each chest as to what tier of item it can contain, which is really helpful for new players to learn without having to just kind of vibe check it, right?
I like that.
Like a little red or blue or purple indicator depending on the tier of item in it.
Yeah, kind of the same idea behind the guaranteed sight scope that you get with Gato Cup flags.
Yeah, giving the new players information until they can have it down.
Stuff that, like, after you've been playing for a year or so, you'll probably have it, pretty decently in the brain, but until then, a little bit of help.
See Sigil taking on Slash at the end of Reptite Lair. Some blaze kicks going off. Beauty opting to do the flea side of the start of Magus' castle.
Tend to do this one second just because I hate this MP Buster nonsense.
Same, and you get a save point at the other one. But,
although I guess that might be a good reason to do it in that order, since, no, you'd have to fight the boss before you get save points, so. Oh, this suspicious bat turned out was... Oh, just...
Flea.
Okay.
Still Flea.
It's not what I expected to see.
Flea or Flea Plus, though? That's the real question.
Regular.
Oh, wow, we got Vanilla Flea. Okay.
Interesting.
And And on Sigil's side, finished up Slash and got a Jerky, which has to feel terrible.
Oof.
Jerky being a key item that will net you in a high tier item, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Sigil going straight to Dactyl to check for a character, probably looking for Robo to see if he can do Desert for a quick check. That would be my guess. Since we already have Marl and Frog for the other checks.
Which, I guess, roughly equivalent to... like, Denadoro's a pretty long walk, getting all the way up there. This and finding Robo at the end of this might be about the same time. I have not done that math exactly, but...
Couple of skips here on the Dactyl.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty hard, but Sigil crushes it, no problem.
Very good.
Those are very, very finicky skips. That one and this one coming up here.
Excellent work.
No sweat for our runner. See Beauty getting close to the Slash side of Magus Castle. See Chrono at the top of Dactyl there. Be interesting to see. No adjustments.
Yeah. Already made such an power tab investment in Ayla. It would be a real shame to.
Yeah, we did see a Vedic Blade earlier, which is a pretty decent weapon, but I think you're right.
All right. Heading over. Yep. You can tell he's not too happy about it.
Yeah, and the real question too will be: does he go that go mode, or does he try and do another check to see?
Let's see.
But I think all the other checks are pretty long. I mean, we've got Woe and Genodome left, and I think that's about it. We found our third mutant in Slash's room. So now we don't have to guess anymore. Which mutant?
Finally. I'm glad we had the full mutant roster in this one. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the only checks that we haven't seen is Mount Woe and Genodome. Both of which are not a better idea than Denadoro, so...
Yeah, they are not, but they do give, especially Woe, gives a ton of experience if you want it, and a ton of great loot if you want it, which, then may make you not have to grind, right at the end of Ocean Palace for any
I suppose that might work as leverage, especially if it's a faster go mode as well. You don't have to deal with the sometimes upwards of 20 minutes that you're going to spend in Magus Castle,
right?
And save yourself a little bit of time on the back, not having to grind. But
it'll be interesting to see what Sigil does here once he has that information. And Beauty's just cruising through Magus Lair.
Grabbing that wallet.
How else are you going to hold all that money?
Exactly. Oh, leaving that guy to his piece.
Naderade does make a good point. Robo is behind Cathedral. We've seen every check but that one.
You're right.
Desert could be another play. Which wouldn't be too fast. You can fly through the back of Cathedral pretty quick, and you've already cleared Desert, so that could be a choice. Sigil doing a little dance with the bird.
Opting to just beat up some goblins instead.
Yeah, Yeah, that skip is if you don't hit it right on right as you're passing through, it's hard to get it.
Ozzy is in a jam over on Beauty's side. Go through one of the funniest rooms in the entire game. Alright, Sigil gonna make short work of this mutant. Oh, not quite yet, but... And Beauty showing off that if you don't want to fight these enemies, you just kind of stand there and they walk right past you.
Yeah, the roly-polies are like T-Rexes. You just hold still and they can't see you.
Exactly. This room is less funny.
I actually struggled
nice.
with this room a ton, but Beauty crushed it.
Very nice.
Yeah, the tile patterns. I actually hate this room more. Yeah, it's so hard to get past some of these outlaws, but having Ice 2 on board is great because they are only weak to that, I believe, magic-wise.
Yeah, they absorb everything else. Thankfully, the jugglers start off being weak to magic damage, so Ice 2 taking care of business.
Yep.
Run. Oh. Oh!
Yeah, Beauty pulling out some strats.
Get trapped out of bounds, idiot.
Another Ice 2 fight for Beauty. Those ogres at the bottom absorb everything else. Sigil finishing up the top of Denadoro, and we'll see what decision they decide to make.
See, I'm very interested because we just passed the hour mark, so you're wanting to get into a go mode as quickly as you can. But staring down the barrel of Magus's castle.
Yeah, not the go mode you're looking for, but might be the go mode you settle for.
Yep.
See what Sigil does. Looks like he's gonna go to present and forge that sword.
Yep. Just gonna go for it, gonna speed through. So, we've seen Beauty preem most of the things that he's run into here in Magus's castle. Do you think that Sigil has much of an avenue to gain any time here?
I mean, it really depends on how Beauty handles the rest of this. I do feel like Antipode 3 is going to clear Magus's castle a lot better than Beauty's team comp right now. Just not having much of a strong AoE outside of Ice 2. But that'll ultimately, I think, decide how much time Sigil's able to make up on Magus Slayer. And I do think that Blaze Kick is probably a stronger single target option at this point too. See Beauty skipping these statue fights and makes the door skip too.
Yeah, that isn't actually an interesting comparison point. Since Sigil's been able to focus all of the power tabs onto one character, and then all of the magic tabs onto... Actually, probably Marl, but... maybe threw a bunch of them into Luca as well. I wonder if that ultimately will result in just more damage output versus what the Grand Leon can give to Frog.
Yeah, it'll be hard to say. I think if we, and that's the other thing too, is Ocean Palace is short.
Right.
It's not exactly a fight where you could make up a ton of time having a stronger AoE, and Beauty having Dino Tail available, means the elevator will go pretty quick for them as well. So I think it'll be hard, but if anyone's crazy enough to do it, it'd be Sigil.
Yeah, he is a runner who does occasionally like pull a wild play out of nowhere, right? Like some sort of time-saving thing that none of us thought about. Like he is a pretty decent bit behind, so I'm not sure if it's going to ultimately give him a win, but I do think this is not quite as guaranteed as it might seem. It's also possible that Beauty might have a little bit of trouble with one of the Lavos parts.
True.
End up having to redo one of those fights.
Yeah, that is... Lavos does seem to be the great equalizer sometimes, so... that wouldn't surprise me, and we have the double golem fight too, which can be difficult if you get a challenging boss there, so...
Oh yeah, good point. Jazer in the chat pointing out double Hecarim would be huge for Sigil.
Absolutely.
That would be a place for him to gain almost, I would say, a good 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, double, any really of the magic only bosses would be great to see there for Sigil.
So, BeautyInDiscovery fighting Robo here in a little bit after he puts himself back together.
Rogus.
Rogus.
Yeah.
That's a Tim and Eric name. The CEO of Cinco. Throwing out some Glacier.
Yeah, it's nice to see Rogus give us the water. 2,800, that's a nice chunk of change.
Okay. Yeah, maybe Hecarim isn't quite as strong an equalizer as I
did
thought.
see Beauty toss a couple magic tabs Frog's way. So.
Okay.
So that might be the avenue that we see them go if they do run into a double Hecarim.
Meanwhile, Sigil taking care of the flea side.
Let's see how strong this blaze kick is. 2550, pretty good.
Not too bad. And on Flea, too. Doesn't Flea have a bit of a... if I'm remembering how the double text work correctly, the magic fire portion gets affected by magic defense, and then the physical portion gets affected by physical defense. Am I right in that assumption?
I believe so, but we'll need a smart person in chat to confirm that.
Okay. Thankfully, we have a bunch.
We also have phone.
Somehow both.
Sorry, phone.
Somehow both at the same time. Oh, Sigil dipping out for a quick shelter. And BeautyInDiscovery
really makes any sense.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I've been counterattacked by Flea on every hit, and I've been counterattacked on none of them, so... he does have fire resist according to Jason.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see that.
Yeah, I had
even harder. So 2,500 even with the fire resist. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I thought he almost tried it out on one of these little guys. Meanwhile, over on Beauty's side, Rogus is in his phase where he's charging up dark matter, so we're going to try to pile on as much damage as we possibly can.
Yeah, race to the finish on that one. Glacier hitting for 21. This Blaze Kick gonna make short work of this Mega Mutant since it does take physical damage.
See, and this Magus fight, normally he'd be charging up dark matter. This one will probably be shock. We won't see it.
We'll never know.
Never know. But that is one of the things that's randomized in this game is the Magus fight. It could be any of the characters. Could even be Magus. And the dark matter attack is replaced by an equivalent big attack from that character. So like Luminaire for Chrono. I think it's that weird hexagon mist, I think it's called, for Marilyn Frog.
I gotta give them something since they don't have a...
Right, yeah, Ice 2 would be kind of underwhelming.
Great fight by Beauty, though. Just
yeah, very good.
Nice and clean. You see Sigil wrapping up Mega Mutant.
So gonna be chewing through the rest of Magus's castle here.
Yeah, Beauty skipping and Hasa. There's a new fight behind the hidden wall there that you can get some tabs on, but they don't seem to be too concerned about that.
Mm-hmm.
And this new shop, there's actually two. One at the top, and then depending on where you talk to him from, he offers different items. So you see some amulets, which is great.
Oh, prism dress.
Prism dress. Don't believe I saw Beauty pick any up.
No.
Yeah. More concerned with the status protection, which is understandable.
Which, yeah, that's fair. I guess maybe checking. Oh, wow. I would have probably dropped a bit more. I guess I've still got two people that can use that prism dress. I have had a lot of luck with like the safe helm and the prism dress, Robo's ribbon, all the stuff that gives you the protect and shell effects.
Yeah, they really go a long way, especially if you get them early in a run.
Yeah, really save my butt when I'm not paying enough attention.
Yeah, when you accidentally AoE Lavos 3 and kill the middle bit. Yeah.
Make him cranky.
The number of times Luca has died to that for me is pretty high.
Nope, we got a face.
Alright, so we see Giga Gaia in the throne room.
Alright, here's a stupid question. Can any of the multi-part bosses be the double boss at the end of the Ocean Palace? I'm assuming no, because that would be insane.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen...
I definitely haven't seen it, but...
You can get Dalton there again.
Yes.
Dalton Plus, maybe. I know that they were not there. Oh, I think they were taken out before they got rebalanced a long time ago. From what I've heard. I haven't been around long enough to know for sure.
Sigil got popped once.
Yeah, you get caught on those spikes and you just kind of stuck in there for a little bit.
They're all fine, though.
Oh, yeah.
And blink and you'll miss it. Giga Gaia already down.
Toast in the toaster.
Sigil making their way up the first tower. As Beauty and Discovery heads into the Ocean Palace. So, okay. This is the big question. Is this the best song in the game?
No. It's
Ooh.
Wind Scene.
Ooh.
I know, hot take.
That's a pretty good answer.
Followed up by Scala's theme.
That's a pretty good answer.
But every song in this soundtrack.
Right, yeah.
Like, there's no misses here.
It's like the worst song is maybe an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And Wind Scene, that's the... I don't give that one enough credit.
Even Peaceful Days, great track.
Oh, yeah.
All of it's great.
I do also like that alternate battle theme too. So I'm glad that this randomizer gives you the option to just sort of plug that into the Zen and Bridge if you feel like it.
Yeah, that is nice. I think Death's Peak has an alternate track too.
Yeah, Singing Mountain. Yeah. So Sigil did take one dip, but that's all he needed to triangulate the rest of it.
Yeah. So Beauty not having a strong enough AoE to just clear this fight. This room is really common for grinding up to, acceptable levels or finishing out any techs you might be missing. Finally see Leap Slash, which leads us to Drop Kick and Cube Toss. We got it off of Rock Throw, so both of those doubles finally online for Beauty.
Yeah,
Fun calling out the Johnny and Gato themes. Those are
That's
also
true.
bangers.
Yeah, the Johnny one doesn't come up too much, but also very good.
For those of you that aren't aware, the soundtrack was originally worked on by Mitsuda, but when he got sick, Uematsu stepped in to help finish out the soundtrack. So, and two of them are just fantastic composers.
Oh, yeah. And I think a lot of the composition work had already been finished at that point, except for, God, I forget. I used to know this. There's like one or two tracks that Uematsu just did. So Beauty
finishing up their grind, yeah.
It just kind of makes sense. Like you're forced to fight a lot in Magus's castle, and it's not necessarily a better experience points for your time proposition than doing that grind fight that we just saw Beauty do earlier, but you're there already, you might as well. Right.
And, we also didn't get to Mag's Lair early either, so already at 29 is what I peaked on Beauty's side, which is pretty standard for runners to take off at. And you can see Beauty taking these fireballs from the statue to lower Isla's HP so that Dino Tail will be able to full clear, which is calculated on the missing HP of Isla.
So, I didn't notice until just now, but Sigil has swapped in Chrono for Marl in their team here.
Yeah, it's a recent swap.
Suggestion from the chat is that it could be for the fight with the birds?
If he has Falcon hit online already, maybe?
Which I think Spin Cut's on the way.
But I think Rock Throw is pretty far away. Which is the other half of that.
Yeah, Beauty just picked up Rock Throw.
Yeah. Maybe just to have another strong physical for cleaning up those birds after the AoE. I don't think we've seen Flare come online yet for Sigil either, but I haven't exactly been eyeing it. Yeah, still on Fire 2.
Been pretty happy with Fire 2.
Yeah, Fire 2, just 1300 Fire 2. You gotta be pretty happy with that. See, Beauty starting the elevator fight.
So I guess the next question is if Confuse is that far away on the list, since that would then give Sigil also access to Fire Sword 2.
Oh, Chrono and Luca both coming out. Interesting.
Oh. Put
Frog
Chrono
is back in probably for the Magus fight, I would assume. But gets caught on the door.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's finicky. You have to be running left, but running up left, facing left. It's gross.
Yeah, I agree, Phone. I liked the Chrono party if there was a Chrono weapon available, and I wonder if he was also hoping to collect that Confuse combo with Luca. Something I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Very curious about that choice.
And he does have Vedic Blade from the desert. We did see them pick up. Yeah, late Jazer, good point. Late 3D attack pivot for Lavos at the end. Be possible.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, you're trying to scrounge together some TP for Frog to try and find Leap Slash, which we know is pretty far down there because Beauty just got it during the grind fight.
Oh, Sigil had a Slasher too as well. That's actually pretty good. I want to say that one has +3 speed on it or something like that.
That's Swallow, but Slasher 3 is, I think, probably like top 5 Chrono weapon.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything in the way of impressive damage amping accessories either. No specs or shades or anything like that.
I think we did see a power seal. Yeah, that's it. Which is very much a, compensation prize that you get for participation.
So Beauty's struggling a bit here on the Scouter fight. It looks like Isla went down. I missed what happened, but not able to Dino Tail their way through this last fight, which will be some time that Sigil could possibly make up.
I think Ayla took a smack before she could get that Dino Tail off.
And we got Frog going down too.
There we go.
Yeah, but we get the Dino Tail out. Yeah, there we go. Sigil starting the Magus fight. The Rogus fight. Oh, Jazer says thinks Beauty might have used Ice 2 on accident instead of the Dino Tail, and that will do it. That will cause the entire screen to counter.
Just mashed it out.
Frog Water 2 by accident. That'll do it.
Oop, doesn't quite get away from... This is another tough...
That's a hard skip, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so good when I hit it, but...
Oh, yeah.
I feel so
I can get past them from the front, but I can't get back out without triggering them.
Yeah, it's really weird. You kind of got to wiggle your way out of there, it feels like. Oh, and then triggers the fight. Up front.
But dipping out... Not interested in the paltry experience and tech points you get out of that.
Yeah, unless you see something crazy like the Scouters dropping speed tabs or something. I'm not really interested in taking that fight.
10 tech points away from Luminaire or something.
Right. Which hopefully shouldn't happen since you just finished your grind fight, but, that's happened sometimes. So we get to see what the double boss is here soon. Another magic tab. Beauty opting to not go for more Dino Tail action on this double boss. We see Nizbel.
Oh.
That is another, going to be another magic only fight, which could be an opportunity for Sigil to make up some more time.
Yeah, Glacier and Cube Toss, unfortunately, are both... They're AoE, but they're just zone. You can't...
Yeah, they're not close enough to hit both. 2500's nothing to sniff at, though. We got Tailspin on Isla's side, just to add in respectable 750 damage.
Put a couple more pips on there.
Some more haste action.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your major damage source, you want to get that going.
Yeah. And if you're only going to be able to get one of them at a time, you're going to be here for a little bit.
Yeah, the Nizbel 2 is rough too. They take a ton of attack actions too. It's like.
Yeah, no counters, it looks like. At least not for the spells that Beauty is throwing.
Yeah, I think it's really only if you're using lightning. And I know there's a difference there between Nizbel 1 and 2, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, Jazer, that is a good point. I would be curious to see how much damage Water 2 and Ice 2 would do. Like, I guess it would be, what is that? 1.25 times.
Yeah, Glacier is Ice 2 and Water 2. Right, but then you could...
Yeah, using them separately instead of...
You don't get the double tech penalty, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the double tech penalty. You don't get the slight damage buff, but you're doing it to both of them, so...
Yeah, I think I peeked that Glacier's there's no multiplier on Ice 2, so really you're not getting anything extra out of Marl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I saw both.
Did I miss it? Okay, I missed it. But Beauty...
there we go.
Cleaning it up.
They're staring at each other.
Not too much of a problem there. watching the reflection fade. Another
got
Mega
10,000
Elixir.
gold.
Yeah.
And Frog Squash.
Sigil wrapped up that Magus fight, no problem.
Yeah, I think Sigil catching up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Beauty started Ocean Palace at 114, so we'll see. That was after the boss fight in the throne.
I think Sigil's levels are a little bit better than Beauty was at this point, so might be able to get away with spending less time on the in the grind spot.
Yeah, Beauty didn't spend a ton of time there either. So.
No, that's true.
See if Sigil opts to pick up some prism dresses or not.
Taking a long look. Gonna sell off some stuff. What is your heuristic selling stuff here at the end like this? Because we saw Beauty just kind of jam on the A button. And just get rid of like 30% of whatever.
Yeah, if you do a quick equip before the shop and then organize your inventory, you can fly through a lot of your stuff to sell pretty quick. I mean, there's no really ever much of a need to swap weapons unless you're sitting with a rune blade for Frog or something like that. So you can fly through the weapons and most of the armor pretty quickly. Gate Key series led to a jerky in Reptile Lair.
Yes.
Which was pretty rough to see.
That was unfortunate.
All right, we got almost a 3,000 drop kick from Beauty on Lavos 1.
Yeah, Sigil opting to pick up a full set of prism dresses for his party. which absolutely going to look fantastic.
Dressed to the nines.
Yep. Bring Marl back in. Sorry, Frog.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see.
Oh, wow.
Getting that Antipode 3
Sigil
grinded out.
Sigil already at 29 and 28.
Oh, well, then we might not see.
So, yeah, might not have to grind
grinding,
at all.
Really. Yeah, might just see him fly through it.
Sigil going to deal with Giga Gaia here.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think the hands are close enough for Antipode 2 to hit everything.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Excellent.
Yeah, so that should go pretty quick for him.
Still no Antipode 3 yet. Do you grind
flare,
out to get flare for that in that spot, or do you just kind of hope that it comes to your way?
I mean, I'd be checking my text constantly, but I also do that way too much.
Well, yeah, that's true. I might just be hoping it would come my way, because like Blaze Kick is doing pretty good work.
Yeah, 1800 off a triple kick by itself, and then Blaze Kick is 3650. Whew.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, plenty strong. Yeah, Sigil's got to be feeling fine about their party strength. It'll just be about getting through everything quickly enough.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, BeautyInDiscovery heading into phase 2 of the Lavos fight.
Something interesting I don't see a ton is people dropping their combat speed down after Lavos 1. So
that might be better for BeautyInDiscovery than it is for Sigil, since Beauty did not bother dropping a bunch of money on Prism dresses.
Right.
So probably wants to kind of manage what's going on here a little bit more than Sigil might need to.
Yeah, and if Beauty feels like they're ahead right now, they're really just going to want to make sure that they don't wipe here, even if it means going just a tad slower. They really have to think about, I think Sigil probably knows they're behind, but, does Beauty know how far ahead they are?
Yeah, when you have that many... When you've had that many kind of like dead ends... with your checks, I think it is probably best to just sort of assume that your opponent at least didn't pick up one of them.
Oh, we see 2 characters go down to the bananas on Beauty's side. That is rough to see.
Ooh, 5 revives as well.
Yeah, 5 revives is not a lot, and trying to get all of those out. See a life 2, maybe? Oh no, we're just going to try and get the arms down.
Yeah, I mean, at least one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might not want to blow 2 of them up just yet.
Yeah. Because then you run right into obstacle, and
yep. Yeah. That's when Lavos starts going bananas, and not the bananas that we saw earlier.
Sigil not stopping to take that encounter more than once. I did not see the time when Sigil came in, unfortunately. So,
oh shoot. Let's scale back a little bit.
Is Beauty hit Ocean Palace at 114?
Sigil got in there at... Reach forward a little bit. Looks like 130.55.
Okay, so about 16 minutes behind. But, Sigil could have a much easier go around with the elevator and with Lavos too, and make up quite a bit of time there. Yeah,
Beauty's hit a couple of roadblocks. Nothing to really erode the lead quite that bad, but a wipe here would still put them pretty close together, I think.
See the second arm go down on Beauty's side. And nice and healthy for the obstacle, which is good to see.
Flare at the very end of Luca's tech list.
that is rough to see.
Yep.
Oh, looks like Sigil opting to grind it out.
Sigil wants Flare.
To take this bottom fight. I have seen people take this bottom fight for grinding too. So
I have not. I didn't catch how many tech points are remaining, but it must not be too terribly much for Sigil to think that this is this juice is worth the squeeze.
Yeah, and you do get some from the elevator too, so. Looks like Sigil's planning on taking several fights on their way back up.
See, I'll be interested to see. I'll be interested to see how this translates into, how much extra damage this translates into for this last bit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Antipode 3 is just.
It's
nuts.
Really good.
It's gotta be. I think it's probably the strongest dual tech.
Mm-hmm.
Sigil came back up to get the damage onto Ayla for Dino Tail. Let's see if he remembers he has a gold earring if he didn't sell it.
All right, BeautyInDiscovery getting through Tier 2 onto Lavos 3. Getting that little sneaky bit where you can, I forget if you mash it out or if you have to time this one, but you can get into the menu in between Lavos 2 and 3.
Right after the screen turns black, you hold the menu button, and that'll get
you into it. Okay.
Yeah. But it's like half a second after the edge, the black edge matches the inner edge.
So, all right. Lavos 3. You'd think that thing in the middle is the important piece, but it's not.
It's not the real button.
That's the fake one. You clod, you fool. Why would you think that? That's good damage.
Not bad.
So the way this one works is once you get rid of either the middle piece or the piece on the left, the true Lavos core on the right will remove its defense stat, and then you can start plugging away at it. The one in the middle is nice to get rid of, though, because it does a lot of nasty attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw it take down Marl just now, but Beauty was ready with the revive queued up.
So yeah, opting to get rid of that middle piece. Which I think the one on the left also absorbs... I forget if it's every element, but it's definitely a few.
Yeah, it's every element. So it's physical damage is what you want to hit it with if you go for that strat. Which is something we may see Sigil do, having Antipode 3 available. Because if you blast the whole screen, you'll get X-striked by the remaining bits once the center court dies. But Marl going down again.
It's the last revive in Beauty's arsenal as well.
Yeah, Marl does have life too, but she can't use it if she's dead.
No, it's...
so it'll be...
Alas.
3,700 on the drop kick. It's pretty good.
Man, yeah, 3,700 for that drop kick. That is pretty nice. I believe 20,000 is the HP pool that you're dealing with on the right.
That sounds about right.
It might be a little bit more than that, but 20,000. All right. So So yeah, probably not something that you can take out in one go through of the defense getting removed. But
no, yeah.
With this kind of damage, I don't think it's going to take more than 2.
Yeah, I would be. I mean, barring losing another character and not being able to revive, I guess it would have to be Marl again going down. I think two sets of defense removing is probably enough. If I guess it really depends on if Sigil gets that Antipode 3 and how hard it's hitting, but might be able to do it with that. Although the lack of prism specs or anything like that makes me think it's probably not the case.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sigil is approaching the double golem fight, which we know is double Nizbel.
No prism or sun anything in this. I guess it doesn't have the weird weapon gear effects, but it is kind of interesting to not run into that at all. So yeah, Beauty playing a little bit more carefully. Hard agree with this strategy. You still might feel like you're a little bit behind with, you have a Prism Shard that didn't really get you anything. You have that Thomas Pop that didn't really get you anything. But I think the idea that I don't
think Beauty did Thomas Pop, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't use it, but they did.
Oh, but they got it. Yeah, off of the burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hero's metal check. Yeah,
got a little unlucky with the defense being restored, but that is that. Lavos' core has been destroyed. GG's to BeautyInDiscovery.
So we see Sigil opting to use Fire Whirl, which is one of my favorite techs I don't get to use enough.
Oh, that did pretty good damage, too.
Yeah, 2,400. I am surprised it's not Antipode, but could be about the same.
Maybe it was.
I know Marl was throwing haste out, so that's probably why we saw Fire Whirl.
Well, and this is it, too. Like, I think this takes care of both of them. Well, all right. It looks like we've got BeautyInDiscovery in the booth. GG's.
GG, Beauty.
Thank you very much for the GG's. I got one question. What was that Son of Sunspot?
Let's see. Sigil went there, I believe. Is that where the ruby knife was?
Yeah, I believe it was.
I know it wasn't the jerky then.
As long as it wasn't the clone, because I was, that was such a close Black Omen go mode, and that's my favorite go mode. So I was getting real excited. I was like, okay, sword piece, I gotta take it. I got frog, just go.
That was the right choice for sure.
Yeah.
No clone scene, unfortunately.
Probably Genodome, let's be honest.
Genodome, Mount Woe, and then the desert we haven't seen.
Gotcha. Oh, so that means Gate Key did show up then.
Gate Key did show up, yeah.
Where did Sigil get that Gate Key?
Yeah, from Thomas Pop.
Got it.
Yeah, which led to a jerky and reptile lair.
Yeah, which was
brutal.
Like
top 10
white
top 10 animal betrayals.
Yeah, definitely. So did we see Robo at all?
No, but he's behind back at Cath.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think we saw the other two.
Yeah, Sigil did Dactyl's lair and picked up Chrono.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, fading back a Cath, I started with Ice 2, so I knew I could do Desert Grind. Even if I didn't start there, Water 2 was probably on the table. So if one of those two didn't show up, I might have dipped to the back. But, it really comes down to, I've got Marl, which is the Rainbow Shell, which we picked up, and then Frog, which is the other go mode. So Robo is the only gating character, and I just rolled the dice, and ironically enough, he was back there, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So did Sigil end up with a Magus Castle Go mode, or is he in Triangle Lair?
No,
Magus
he ended up,
Castle.
yeah, he ended up going through there.
He's on Lavos
Just now
1 right now.
hitting Lavos 1. So yeah, I guess that's something that this is a extremely selfish question, just to sort of pick your brain to help me out. What are the criteria for you to ignore a go mode and try to go after a different one? You know, I know Magus's Castle isn't very popular, so like, what dominoes would have had to line up for you to say, like, never mind, I'm going to go to Mount Woe or something like that?
Usually,
maybe not that, but
I'll usually check one more check, and it has to be fast. So I was really 50-50 on Son of Sun, right? Because you drive over there, you take a quick boss fight because we had all the power in the world at that point, and then you go through. I'm never going to do something like Genodome, which is a long dungeon, Mount Woe, which is a long dungeon, because that's just way too much of a risk when you're literally already in go mode. So yeah, if you got that, or if you have a Robo in a desert, that one is pretty doable as well. If you picked up a Hero's Medal and you can go peak Burrow, kind of one of those quick ones. But that's my criteria.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because
it really, like, that would have probably been the thing for Sigil. Like he was able to gain a little bit of time with using Luca throughout. Like got the girl power party has been working real well for him up to this point, but just couldn't quite make up enough time having to go through Magus's Castle as well.
Yeah, I think I thought about going girl power, but Frog as a heal bot is really good, especially when he started with all three of his healing abilities. And of course, this is the one seed that just threw 5 mega elixirs, plus they were in the
right.
So I could have got more. So I could have absolutely run girl power, and like, who cares about no lapises? You've got mega elixirs, and just didn't work out this time. But it was, yeah, I kind of sat there when I took Ayla, and I'm like, am I really putting, like, I start with Blaze Kick, but I knew I would get Drop Kick, I knew I'd get Cube Toss, I had Glacier, which is kind of the less of the three, so I was like, all three of these work together for a really good dual tech, while the other one could lean in on the heal, and of course, naturally, that would be Cube Toss with heal, but yeah, it gives you a lot of methods to go about dealing out damage and healing with this party.
See, I think the one avenue that we thought Sigil might be able to take is running into the back of Cathedral to grab Robo and then check the desert. Like, is there any instance where you see yourself doing something like that?
Cathedral is not long, but also not fast, and it kind of combines. If we're in the situation where, if this question means, are you in the situation where you have go mode, and does that turn into the one check? I think Cathedral adds too much to the desert to warrant it. But that being said, I think if if routing choked me behind, say, Genodome, and like that was my last available check, and it's Genodome, or like, can I check back of Cath? It's kind of a crummy roll of the dice, because you're 50-50 on the character for what I had seen, and Genodome is like pretty long, and I didn't have the best AoE for it. Ice 2 was doing pretty good damage by the end, but I don't know if it would have one-shot. No, it probably would have one-shot the conveyor belt, but then those mobs in there get really, really strong. So... And I'm terrible at conveyor skip. I don't even try anymore. One of these days I need to just sit down with a save state and really grind it out, but I usually just stick to vanilla in that dungeon.
Couple of notes on Sigil's run right now. His Antipode 3 that finally came online one-shot the left arm with triple kick, taking out the right arm, but he does only have one amulet equipped. He opted to go with the prism dresses, so he has been dealing with the sleep status a little bit, but didn't seem to bother him too much.
I wish I had seen some prism dresses. Yeah, I think knowing that obstacle comes in 1 and 2, I usually roll the dice and take amulets off in the glitch, just because you have to get exactly the 1000 AD time warp for essentially what is chaos again. And we didn't see it, and I feel like most times you don't see it, just RNG wise. But of course, the one time it really matters, that is what RNG will deal you. So that's how randos work, right? So yeah, no, Sigil sounds like overall had the better party lineup, but I may have gotten a little luckier in my routing.
Yeah, I think if Sigil had not gone after the jerky, I think that this would have been a much closer, because he's already on Lavos 3 right now. Like, managed to
cruise through.
I think at the start of Sigil's start of Ocean Palace, I believe he was 16 minutes behind. So did manage to pick up a lot of time there with the better damage output, but yeah, the routing just wasn't there, unfortunately.
Blaze Kick, there's better runners than me that actually know this, but I feel like Blaze Kick is one of, if not the best, dual tech when it comes to damage. Like maybe a Rainbow Chrono with Ice Sword or Fire Sword 2 does more, but Blaze Kick is so good. And then Marl, of course, you got Haste, which Marl has to really work into the party, and that Haste Helm did a lot of work, but being able to haste up your 2 damage dealers and just let them get their turn so fast, it's incredible the DPS you'll get with that.
Hey, speaking of the 1000 AD time warp.
Oh no.
She'll just wound up there immediately.
I'm telling you, man, like, it'll never happen. It exactly happens that time. I got lucky myself, but yeah, it's definitely one of those decisions that you as a runner have to decide whether you want to lean into the riskiness of more DPS through something like Sunshades or Prism Specs, or just keeping those amulets on.
Which we didn't see. We didn't see a single Sunshade or a single Prism Spec, and Sigil didn't get that Haste Helm because he did not. He peaked Bridge, but he didn't complete it.
Oh, that's too bad. That was worth the price of admission.
Those two Mega Elixirs and a Haste Helm.
Right,
I think anybody would be happy with that.
Yeah, like the item at the end didn't really mean much ultimately, but boy, the stuff you get along the way was pretty good. Like a Haste Helm alone just makes me feel better about having Marl and Luca in my team.
And that early too. That was really early.
Yeah, I mean, you hear a lot of people talk about speed tabs and how valuable they are because speed is king, and Haste Helm just ups the ante exponentially. So Haste Helm, I mean, maybe even better than Prism Helm. Prism Helm's great, especially if you have something like Sunshades, Prism Specs, or whatever, but Haste Helm is very close in the running for the best piece of equipment, in my opinion.
So, yeah, Sigil making pretty short work of the Lavos core. I wonder if these Antipode 3s are going to just push the right bit over the edge here. I kind of lost count. Ooh, that's some damage! Woohoo!
4,000 on the right bit. It was like 52 on the center bit.
Sad, I never even crested 3,000. That's phenomenal.
It's also, I guess, important to note, Flare was at the tail end of Luca's
It was the
list.
last Luke attack, yeah.
So Sigil did have to back up and do a little bit of extra grinding to get that, but
that is another thing as well, is that Leap Slash came kind of late, but I did get drop kick. But I was really holding off for Rock Throw for Cube Toss, because my thought was Cube Toss with healing. And of course that came super late, so even running into Ocean Palace without it, I was getting very annoyed. But once again, it's same thing running a Chrono party where you're like, I'm going to get one of the Ice or Fire Swords, and then confuses second to last or last, and just the worst.
GG,
hey,
Sigil.
Sigil. I'll go ahead and give the floor for your interview here.
All right, GG, Sigil.
Thank you.
So I have a cheeky question up at the top. How did that jerky taste?
I didn't even go to hand that thing in.
It's just throw that right in the trash on the way out.
Yes.
I am not dealing with this. So yeah, talk us through how you went through this, because this was a battle of routing, I think, ultimately.
I forgot about Denadoro until I was thinking about going to the back of Cathedral for Robo.
Okay, yeah, we were wondering if that had crossed your mind at all.
Yeah, because with knowing Magus was at the Burrow spot and getting Luca from the front of Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the chances of a gatekeeping character being the back of Cathedral. And plus, with the Luca Mall, your offense is pretty much set for the whole game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Antipode 3, once you finally got Flare online, putting out 5,000 plus. Pretty incredible.
Yes. I'm guessing the Desert check was the Dreamstone or clone.
We don't know.
We don't know, but I think those are the only two that are left.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be one of those two.
Yeah, I didn't do Gino because I don't know how to get through Gino. I never actually done it before.
It sucks. Like I 1000% agree. Like I'm much more likely to just forfeit if I have to go to Gino Dome. It's like, nah, that's fine.
That's the hill I'll die on.
Right, yeah. See,
I'd rather lose than do Gino Dome.
Yes.
Right, yeah, exactly. Rather die. So this is something I asked Beauty, and I'm also curious to pick your brain about it. What conditions do you have to meet for you to get a go mode and decide to try to shoot for another one? Because you both of you ended up going through Magus's castle, and I'm curious if there was a scenario that for you would encourage you to go look for a different one instead.
At the point I was at, no, because I knew the bridge was the Chrono Trigger, and I had Woe and Gino Dome left, and still standing. And also the back of Cathedral. By the time I did any of those checks, I felt like I would be just better off just doing Magus's castle straight up.
Okay. Yeah, that's about the same. I think that does make sense. It's about the same as what Beauty said. Is it just the time sink into doing Cathedral and Desert didn't really add up. Like just Desert maybe, but
yeah, if it was just Desert, I'll do it. But since I decided not to go back to Cathedral, it really wasn't a play.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go back to Cathedral before doing Woe and Gino Dome at that point.
Yeah, Taut, any other questions that you have for our runners here today?
Do you want to know the spoils that Beauty got off of doing the bridge? Because they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
What?
The random encounters dropped mega elixirs and the boss dropped a haste helm.
Oh, well.
Right?
Didn't use the item. Like the Chrono Trigger ended up going nowhere, but
yeah.
Completely useless. But
when I checked the bridge, I wasn't too happy with my strength.
Mm.
Right, you checked it really early.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Beauty went there like
later,
quite significantly later.
After Desert, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Jumping back in here, yeah, I have gotten my butt handed to me on bridge more times than I care to admit. So I tend to fade it. Or at least try and get a few more levels, especially if I have something like Ice 2 where I can do Desert, or at least something where I can get through Hecarim and build out my tech list a little bit more and get a little more elbow room for attacks. Because, yeah, you have like only AoE damage and you roll Lavos spawn, or you have no magic and you roll one of the mutants.
Yeah.
It just feels bad to go through all that and reset, so.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Alas, we don't know what was in that desert. Could have been a moonstone. That would have been very funny. But this has been Chrono Trigger Jets of Time. We did this as a submission for the FFR marathon that is happening in June. And I would like to huge shout out to Sigil and BeautyInDiscovery for racing for us today. Can't have a show without the performers, obviously. A big thanks to Drinks Glue for managing all the ones and zeros in the background. One of the best restreamers in the business. And exceptionally big thank you to my co-host TautPack. First commentary, did a great job. Thank you very much for joining me tonight.
Oh, thanks. It's so much easier to talk than it is to run.
Right? Yeah, that's why I'm on this side of this thing a lot. It's just like I'm not sweating. My hair is still dry. This is great. So yeah, thank you all out there for watching. I don't believe we can raid out from this particular channel, but strong suggestion to go watch at Jazer2187.
Oh, and a quick shout out to the next Gato Cup tournament, which is the new player tournament, is starting next week. So if you check out either the Jets of Time Twitch or the YouTube channel, you'll maybe catch me running, because you'll get to see how bad I am.
Oh yes, and please jump into the Discord if you want to get some more information about this. Lots of helpful folks there. So yeah, I guess with that, we will be signing off tonight. Have a good night, y'all.
See ya.